Hello, fellow Slayers, and, yeah. I know I promised a Mega Man and Bass video at the end of my Doom 1 video, but it came out half-baked and I didn't like it, and if I really wanted to talk about it, it would be several hours long. And if you are coming from my Doom 1 video, I'm sorry. Don't watch it. Unless you want to hear my mic peak for nearly 30 minutes.
Stop exactly what you're doing, King DDD.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna remaster that video at some point with better audio quality and less technical issues. That video was unprofessional, but anyway, Doom 2! So after the massive success that was the first one, it was a no-brainer to make a second one. But here's the thing. They had to make it in less than a year. Mr. Sigil Man himself, who was a big part of the original, was much less involved as well, making this game a product of crunch time development hell. Oh goody! With all that going against the dev team at the time, how does it fare nowadays? Join me as we go into the hell on earth that is Doom 2. Why do I hear Hangar 18 in the theme of Mapper's Block? And why is it getting louder? I mean, this just has to be one of the most recognizable views in gaming history, right? This is a great intro level, setting the stage and not overwhelming you. This map and 16 of the other maps were made by Sandy Peterson, and this is definitely one of the best maps in the game. Although, some of the later maps you could definitely tell half the game was thrown on them and there had to be sacrifices. A sewer already? Or is it a subway? Hope there's no Jareds in there. So, you're just fighting your typical Doom 1 enemies, but that's nothing compared to the Super Shotgun. If the BFG is the Thanos of guns, then the Super Shotgun is the Chuck Norris. This will absolutely be your go-to weapon throughout the entire game. Simple, quick, efficient. It has never been matched then or since. It's a good level though. Map 3, the old timer, because who uses words like that anymore? You're just having fun with your new best friend, bulldozing everything around you in sight, until you see him. The Chain Gunner.
I am heavy weapons guy.
You will grow to despise him, and if you've ever played this before, you'll start to understand what the P in PTSD means. And you'll notice that Doom 2 is already throwing a lot more groups of monsters at you than the first game. In most cases, that's great! But in some cases, we'll get to that later.
Hocus pocus, there's pizza on your focus.
So, we're already starting with the hit scanner hell, huh? They're already laying the pain gunners on thick. Yeah, that's what I call them, pain gunners. And it won't get any better from here. But I still enjoy this map, and I like levels like this where you can just blaze through them, and there's enough in them to encourage you to keep playing. Also, if I ever need something from a big box, I'll be sure to step on a smaller one just in case. The waste tunnels. What? Are you too afraid to say sewers? Or shit? This level is a mixed bag. And when the first impression of the level is these dickish platforms, it's usually not a good sign. I like the subtle introduction of the Hell Knight here, which I'm sure they were really proud of switching the colors on the Baron and MS Paint in about 5 minutes. It's honestly just kind of boring, trudging through more sewers and oh god, they're back! But it gets so much worse, just you wait. Map 6, the Spider Juicer. Sure, there was some verticality in Doom 1, but not like this. Here's the Trumpet Terror himself, the Revenant. He can shoot rockets that feel like...
You hit like a rad roach!
Or the damage can be just as dumb as the demons who decided to hide in a room full of explosive barrels. It's got this concept of being a jail of some kind, which is rather interesting because we didn't see stuff like this in Doom 1. Just hell.
Oh, hell no, man.
Or, you know, tech bases for the most part. And the Crusher is probably some kind of death row punishment. You know what? The Spider Mastermind probably ordered mayo with pineapple on it for her last meal, and that is something you should be crushed for. Dead Simple. Dead Simple introduces us to two new Dead Simpletons. The Queso that shoots fireballs and bursts, the Mancubus, and the Arachnotron, which you would think would have the IQ of Stephen Hawking, you know, without the mountain of Pokemon protagonists pouncing on him on an island. But, they can just be circled around. They're just jokes. This is one of the most fondly remembered levels, because it seems like every big Doom wand someone makes has to use something like this for Map 7. It's simple, and I don't think it needed to do any more. Tricks and traps may break my back, but demons don't hurt me. Except this one. This is the Pain Elemental, the worst enemy in Doom 2, or if you're a McDonald's item, a pain in the ass elemental. They just said, oh, you know those assholes from the first game no one liked? How about we make an enemy that spawns them constantly? But besides being the worst demon in the series, the level is quite interesting and entertaining. It's kind of like the final level in Mario World, where each door has a unique challenge behind it. This map is just so chaotic, I love it. Making barons bombard their boss, taking down a flock of cacos, and the return of the big fucking gun. Awesome idea, great execution. I'm not a fan of the pit. The only thing I like about it is this outside tower looking thing, and also this ridiculous part which Plutonia would grow a fetish for. I wonder where they got their influence from. Otherwise, this level just stubs my toe. Man, I just love this section with a bunch of lowering lifts and lost souls. And rooms like this where you have to slowly lower things around the room, it's just annoying.
Come on, chicken shit! Come on, I'm standing here waiting! Come on, you pussy!
Now, how's this for a surprise? I believe this is one of the best levels in Doom 2. This map is awesome. A lot of this map was actually made up of leftovers by some dude named Tom Hall. Yeah, you might know him, so thanks for that, Tommy boy. It's non-linear, with branching paths and secret places that take you all over the map, which really helps with the map's replay value. Usually I go the quickest way to the BFG and cause absolute chaotic evil on this place, but you can do many different routes and it's still a good level. Even the Cyber Demon doesn't stand a goddamn chance. You will have a power fantasy and you damn well will have fun doing it. Circle of Death, also called the O of Destruction. This is the first of few contributions from Blue Ball's enjoyer himself, John Romero. He was less involved in Doom 2, but he makes his appearances memorable. Circle of Death looks like it was designed more with deathmatch in mind, but it's still a solid single-player map. It's got this interconnectedness that I really like, and the combat is no slouch. It introduces the Archvile. He is a
Fucking dick!
Every Doom player seems to hate him, and honestly, come on, you like him. Here's another Arachnotron being a joke, and that's all she wrote.
The toxicity of our city.
Here we go. These next two levels are the worst Doom 2 levels, which is really sad because it undermines the, you know, hell on earth aspect. I just have so many questions about this. There's just a bunch of slabs of bricks, slabs of brown that have no centered purpose at all. Like, tell me that this brick room with a bunch of imps in it, it's there to waste your time. And also, speaking of imps, why is this imp trap bullshit no matter which weapon you use? Why are there keys right next to each other down the same hallway? And why is there no machinery in a level called The Factory? It's abstract. No, it's fucking stupid. Listen. I know there were limitations and this game was rushed to a certain extent, but this is just piss poor. Most people say it's bad because it doesn't look like a city. But there's a lot more problems than that. It starts out with a firefight in the middle.
That's good.
But then you realize half the opposition is imps in windows who will more than likely not be a problem, and it's a chore to pick them off.
That's bad.
And then there's cacos that try to prove their worth by trying to hit you from multiple angles.
That's good.
But then there's waiting next to a slow lift, which is like watching a senior citizen move through molasses.
That's bad.
Also, thanks WikiHow Arrow. The TLDR of it is that the navigability is a thorn in my side, stupid jumps included. I can understand what he was going for, but this ain't it, Chief. You went from Mount Erebus to this. The Inmost Dens, a great palate cleanser to whatever the hell downtown was. It's the simplicity that really gets to me. Relaxed and refined, it sticks to an aesthetic that doesn't hurt the eyes. It's easy to pick up, play, and enjoy. Nice use of the new monsters and no frustrating gimmick. No wonder the community loves this map, it's just plain fun. This is basically Downtown but Romero, which you would think wouldn't work, but it's actually better than Downtown. The hit scanners scattered about is a little excessive, but I don't have many issues with this one. Except for one big one. You'll probably wander the whole level wondering, how do I get that one key? Well, you basically tried everything in the level when you realize you had to go back through one of the teleporters you just came out of. What the hell is this? Did he get lazy? Or could he just not find another teleporter location that made sense? Besides that, there's a secret exit here and it takes you to somewhere familiar. Deja vu, it's the first map of Wolfenstein, blue bastards and all. Okay, not everything could be replicated, but killing Nazis will always be fun. This secret is just awesome. It's like a testament of how far they've come since Wolf 3D. I think this crossover could have been something more, and maybe it's due to copyright reasons, but I feel like id Software should have implemented more of their work into these secret levels, but it's whatever.
Scoot the burbs! Scoot the burbs! Yeah, motherfucker! Yeah, eat a dick!
I mean, this is literally just Downtown, but better. Better combat, actual landmarks that you can recognize and come back to, unlike indescript block land over here. And progression isn't confusing. This building is actually based on a real place. Don't know if Downtown is either, but that's really fucking cool. I love the absolute chaos of this outdoor fight. I wish this game did this more often. It almost feels montage worthy. Tenements is fine, I guess. I accidentally found a way to cheese this circle jerk cacophony, and I like levels that connect with a middle room like this. Good stuff. I know my one friend watching this will be like, hey buddy, remember the time your corpse got splattered right here in co-op? Yes I do, shut the hell up you bitch-ass bodacious boondoggle. And the award for the worst enemy placement in the game goes to this Arachnotron. That is some Mega Man base tier level enemy placement. That is fucking atrocious. The courtyard is another fine level. The huge arena fight is like the Burbs, except the items are scattered around like a toddler making a spam level on Mario Maker. This room would make John cream his pants. There's this part that gets redone in TNT Evolution, but other than that, there's not much else I can say about it. It's a solid level.
Well, shit.
Love that it's a castle. Great concept. But the way they went about it is just annoying. Doors open into walls, walls open into doors. Progression is slow and arduous, and the combat isn't too special. I just use the secret teleporters to get out of here as fast as possible. Although the amount of specters here is admittedly hilarious. Gotcha? What do you mean, gotcha? Oh, you John Doom returns again to bring another pretty decent level. It's no knee deep, even if he makes you go all the way outside the map for barely anything. Like seriously, did he have to place 3 enemies so out of the way here? Here comes the Clash of the Titans. This is always great to watch, and in all of my years of playing Doom, I've never seen the spider win. And then you get to annihilate the winner! I see this as an absolute win! The pain elementals, as usual, are only there to assure your hatred of them. Thanks, John.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
What color was Kurt Cobain's eyes? Blue! One blue this way, one blue that way.
This level is just a different breed of bad, and it's certainly a lounge act because of how many items they give you in comparison to everything it throws at you. Maybe I'm dumb, but maybe you should actually have your key doors blocked off, and this texturing just gives me a brain aneurysm. Stay away from this map and never play it. This level just blew.
I have the blueprint to the catacombs.
Oh, sorry boys. I didn't know there was that type of party going on in here. But seriously though, after this fierce opening act, it starts to wander into generic territory. But at least it's not a drawn out level. A Mancubus commits chop soy, and then there's even more pain element. You know what? It's kind of like Lindsay Lohan doing sinister things with cars. It's happened so many times that you kind of just become numb to it. And it gets even worse if you try to pistol start the level. Huh. There's also flaming barrels around the place. It's almost like symbolism. Probably the most infamous level in this game, and honestly, I couldn't give a shit about the ledges because they've been talked to death. What I'm concerned about is the dickish inconsistency that they place teleporters around the whole level so that when you fall off, you can try again pretty quickly. But then it has the absolute gall just to say,
Demon. You're done.
if you fall off this part with no chance to recover, not to mention the copious amount of skull fuckers around. There's been teleporters in every pit, so why would you do this? This extended secret is pretty kick-ass though.
And then this will raise up once you've done this part. It's like a big middle finger.
Ooh, edgy. This level is just average, which should not be a word I use when we're at the ass end of the game. Oh wait. Hold on a sec. Yeah? Hello? I'd like to speak with your architect. Yeah, your torches are shit. And also, that missing texture was very unnecessary. You know, you're about as useful as a parental advisory sticker on a Cannibal Corpse album. Hey John, you care to explain why there's like 5 secrets in the starting room? Are you trying to hide classified documents? There isn't much meat on this map's bones, as the encounters in combat kinda play second fiddle and the setting of the level does most of the heavy lifting. I just don't really find it all that engaging, and it's probably Ramiro's most forgettable outing in this set. There's an obvious joke I could make here, but I won't. I absolutely love the decorations in this level. It's like some Texas Chainsaw type shit. And the pain elementals aren't as fucking annoying here. The encounters here are actually pretty solid, but I gotta ask, why do the demons live in like those fucking Futurama robot hotels? Number 15. Doom 2 takes place in a different reality because the teleporter takes you to a different version of the same room. I'm quite frankly mixed on the spirit world. While some of the level is alright, a lot of it feels stilted and stupid. Pfft, look at this! That's ironic. They give you 2 invulnerabilities to deal with all this. I thought 1 was enough, but you know, wouldn't want to piss off those game journalists. This is what I mean when I said it feels stupid. You have to somehow guess to shoot this wall to finish the level. How in the hell was anyone supposed to figure that out? I actually wanted to talk about this one in the courtyard, but at least with that one there's a fun level behind it, and that's the only real problem with it. This one has the dumb throne room and that obscure wall. Come the fuck on, man. I'll give you brownie points for the double arch vials, that's ballsy. John Romero brings us the penultimate level of the game, and it's awesome. It revolves around climbing up and around a mountain to duel a cyber demon at the top, and it has a real sense of progression to it. This is a great final challenge, throwing the kitchen sink at the player while giving them an absolute blast to plow through in the process. If only all of Doom 2 was kinda like this, but nothing is perfect, I suppose. But I'd rather have this than... What a train wreck. If Doom 2 ended off with map 29, it would have had a better ending. The final boss is just a misaligned wall, which... Nice job on that, buddy. And you have to lower a lift where you have to time shooting rockets into its brain. But this is easier said than done because it constantly spawns random demons, which by the way, can teleport on top of you and can kill you instantly. Since it is random, this could be the easiest level in the entire game, or your excuse to say a safe word. If it spawns an Archvile or a Pain Elemental or two,
You're done.
this doesn't test everything you've learned. This is just a shitty minigame with extra bullshit added on top. I got pretty lucky with the Pain Elementals and Archviles, however, but who knows what results anyone else will get. God-smackingly awful ending. So yeah, Doom 2 is definitely the sequel of all time. When it's good, it's better than a lot of Doom 1's later offerings, but when it's bad, well, you know. But honestly, there's a bit more treasure in here than there is demon dumps. The game isn't blow your cock off amazing, fuck no, but I think it's just a teeny bit better than what people give it credit for. It did innovate and brought a lot of new elements to the table, but when it came to executing those innovations, it wasn't fully in the bag. For all those shitting on Sandy, at least the man was creative and influential, you can't deny that. Even though time hasn't treated it as well as it could have, I am glad that Doom 2 exists and it gave the community endless potential, and I can't thank it enough for what it did in helping the series. Before I go though, I wanted to say it's gonna take me a while to get to TNT and Plutonia, and I want to delve into other stuff like reviewing other games and movies. Don't worry, I'll still do Doom stuff. I mean, I'm a Doom player at heart for fuck's sake. But I want to talk about other things I'm passionate about as well. So, with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.